Welcome back to another video. First of all, I'm really sorry for coming back with a new video after so long. But those of my subscribers who know me personally, they know that I've been going through lots of ups and downs in the recent last few months. My father was not doing very well in India. His health was not well back in November. Unfortunately, he passed away on 12th of November. So I had to travel back to India with my family, my wife and daughter. And once I went back, that time I didn't have stamping on my passport, so there is no way I could have came back without getting my passport stamped. And fortunately, with my parents' blessings and God's grace, I was able to get my stamping done at the US consulate in Kolkata. As you can see here, my passport is stamped and come back safely during this pandemic time. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the whole experience, how I was able to get an appointment during this, and I was able to stamp, and I'm going to share with you the whole interview process, what all questions they ask. So if you're in the same boat like I was in, you might be finding some good information from this video. As always, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, like this video, share with your friends and families who might be in similar situation. So guys, let's get started. So the thing that happened is that I changed my employer back in January 2020. So that time my visa from my previous employer was valid till July end 2020. In March of this year, I had to go to India for some personal reason. Because I changed my employer, I had to go for the stamping. So when I applied for the stamping, I was eligible for Dropbox because my last visa was expiring within last 12 months, was stamped within last 12 months. So I was eligible for Dropbox stamping. So I submitted my passport. Then what happened is that the day I submitted passport, it was on Friday, and on the next Monday, it was announced due to this coronavirus pandemic, all of the US consulates has stopped in-person interview. So basically they emailed me that to stamp my visa, they need me to appear for an in-person interview, but due to the pandemic, there is no regular interviews happening, so they could not schedule the interview. Once the consulate resumes their regular operation, I'll be called back for an in-person interview. I was in a big limbo. What will happen? How will I come back? By that time, all the airlines also gradually stopped servicing, like everything was under lockdown, as you guys know. So what happened was that my passport was with US consulate for almost 2 to 3 months. By that time, Air India started operating this repatriation Vande Bharat mission flights. I was seeing a lot of posts like how people are booking. Then I decided that I should let me try, because I had the old stamping from my previous employer, and I knew that if you have stamping valid, then you can travel with that old stamping. So I requested US consulate in Kolkata. So they gave me back my passport, and on June of 2020, June 28th, I guess, I traveled back to US with the previous stamping. That time I carried with me my current company petition. I paid for the Dropbox appointment fee and all those things, which is not utilized. So this is very important here. So this will be connected later. So what happened is that since the payment is not utilized, once I came back here and in November that expired, I had to go back to India. That time I emailed US consulate. I told them that due to this emergency situation, I have to come back. Can use my old payment details, schedule a new interview, because now I know that people are getting emergency appointments based on different grounds. So I just tried my luck. So I told them this is the situation, can you use that? So luckily what happened is that they gave me an appointment on 7th of December. So they mailed me that to appear for an in-person interview with my passport and all the petition details. By the way, what happened is that after I came back last time, I went through an extension process also. So my last payment was with an DS 160, which was tied with the old petition. That petition was valid till September end, so it already expired. So I went through another extension and I got 3 years approval. So I took that new petition, also filed a new DS 160 using that new petition number, and called US Travel Desk and asked them to update this new DS 160 for all of us and attach it with the old payment details. So they did that from the back end. So what happened is that then they gave us the interview date on 7th of December at morning 10:30 in US Consulate in Kolkata. This is very important thing to note, that they clearly mentioned that you have to appear there on time. If you are 15 minutes late, your interview slot will go to someone else. So guys, be very punctual on that. And also one more thing just to mention, in case someone is going for an interview, they don't allow you to take any bags or any handbags or mobile phone, anything with you inside the consulate. If you have someone like your colleagues or friends or family members who can go along with you, you can keep your valuable belongings with them. That would be the ideal case. So you can only carry the mandatory documents which are required with you, file, something like that, but anything other than that they will not allow you to take inside. Since we didn't have anyone, we all, like me, my wife and daughter, went alone. There is a nearby pawn shop where we have to keep our bags locked, and they charged like 100 rupees for just 15 minutes. Anyways, so what happened is that after we reached, they checked our details. It was already provided to the security guards, so they checked our details, verified, then they let us in, sent to a room where we are waiting for like 10 to 15 minutes. Then from inside they called us for the interview. We went to the visa officer. He asked us to go to another counter. We are a little bit tense what happened. So basically what happened is that we went to another counter. There was an Indian lady was sitting there. Apparently what happened is that since our DS 160 number got changed, they have to update something from their back end. So she took our new petition, and also, by the way, our passport also got renewed in the meantime, mine and my wife's passport. So all this complexity was there, so they had to figure it out and update it from the back end system. So they updated. It took like 10 to 15 minutes time. It was like we were so tensed. We don't want this to fall apart after coming so far. Then that lady asked us to go back to the interviewer. So interviewer was pretty nice guy. Once we went to the counter, so I have written down all the interaction that I had with the interviewer. I'm going to tell you what exact question they asked. I written it down just so that I don't miss any important points. Now we went to the visa counter. He greeted us with a smile and asked me to hand over all the petition, the old petition as well as the new petition, and he looked at it very carefully and told me if because it is not matching with what they have in file. So I explained him my whole scenario, what happened, where I came back, then went through an extension. That's why I have two petitions. The latest one he should consider. So I handed him both the petition and explained him this is what happened. He asked me then the next question was because since my previous company is much bigger firm compared to the current one, so he asked me about my current company. Maybe he was a little bit suspicious, so he asked me how big this company is and when this company was founded, and how much is the yearly revenue of this company, how many employees works, whether this employer is H1B dependent or not. All this question, I was not I didn't expect this kind of question, but luckily I knew all this answer to all these questions. So you guys also be prepared in case they ask you similar question. So what happened is that he asked me all this question, then he was asking me why I switched from a bigger company to a smaller company. So I had to answer it in a politically correct way. He was asking me whether is it only for money. I answered it accordingly. Asked me few basic question about living in America, whether we like it or not. He asked me about our current location. Then he didn't ask any question to my wife or daughter. My daughter was making a lot of noise. Because it was early in the morning, she was feeling sleepy. She was like nagging. So that's what it is. So the interviewer didn't ask much question to my dependents. Basically, he asked about the current location. Then he asked me to explain what work I do for the client, where I work, where is my actual work location. So all these questions he asked. And after taking all these details, he was looking at his computer for a very, very long time, almost 5 to 10 minutes. I was getting tensed like anything. But ultimately, after 5-10 minutes, he told the word that we wanted to hear, that your visa is approved, sir. We are so relieved after so much struggle, so much like scheduling the interview, going there, changing passport, DS-160 details, these and that. So finally our visa is approved, he said. And he said that we will get our passport within few days through courier. Like next 2 to 3 days we received our passport. And finally I booked ticket in Air India and came back on 16th December. I booked, and 17th I reached here. So that was the experience I had. So if you are in a similar situation like this, by the way, the email ID where I was emailing with the US consulate to schedule the interview, to change the details and everything, I'm going to put in the video description. To make sure to check that if you also want to communicate like in that way, so you can talk to them. This was my experience of the stamping of my US visa. I'm on H1B. If you are in a similar situation, hope this video helps you in any way possible. If you have any question, feel free to message me or put a comment in the comment section below in this video, and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. And hope you have liked this video. Do make sure to like, and if you loved it, just subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.